still stripping this engine down, getting the tinware off ready for paint, and looking for any visible faults that I might see. The area that's illuminated here by the torch underneath looks to me like I may have a small piece of tinware missing. I haven't been able to source it online anywhere. Just making a small template, and if needs be I'll just make a section out of a new piece of steel, putting some folds and bends where necessary, and welding it in on this front engine tinware and securing it with screws elsewhere. Just remember, it's never going to be as plain sailing as you think it's going to be. I've already had, what, 2 tinware screws snap on me, and I've also got to grind these 2 babies out around the back here. They're rounded off and they ain't budging. So I haven't filmed too much of me disassembling all this tinware and whatnot. I mean, it's only nuts and bolts to be honest, so just getting this heat exchanger off. It's got a bit of a hole in the bottom by the looks of it. I haven't actually seen it properly, but I can feel it. Lucky enough, I've got 2 brand new items in the loft somewhere from my old Beetle. So if I can find them, that'd be great. They're pretty manky. Yeah, that's got to go. So that's pretty much everything there that I want to work on for now. I've kept the 2 lower tins on underneath the cylinder heads there. Valve covers are going to stay on for now. I don't want to take the engine down any further than that. I just want to clean it up with the idea of getting it all tidied up, getting it back in, then running it, and then ironing out any issues, because I don't mind pulling the engine out further down the line. I think it'll give me the opportunity to see where any leaks are coming from, or if anything does need replacing. Obviously I've got to replace that electronic module inside of there that burnt out a little while back, but yeah, ain't too sad to be honest with you. I'll crack on with fixing that tinware. It's actually looking pretty promising for the moustache bar also, that's mounted by 3 bolts just underneath the pulley there. Now originally I thought that the bottom bolt had sheared off, but doesn't seem to be the case. I've just received my new hardware for them. I don't know if you can see that, but these are the 2 top bolts, and both of them are very bent on that threaded section there. But I've got some new hardware, all stainless to go in, and the only thing that I have got to do is just clearing one of the holes, and then this should be sitting on its mount flush. Better than it was. What I've done is just run a dye over all the threads as well, just to clean them up. I think I've got one suspect one, but there's a lot more life in that left. That's a little challenging corner to be made. It's got to look like that. So that's all the tinware cleaned down now, and it's resulted in 2 boxes full of the stuff for me to go over. You'd be surprised how much oil is still left on the surface, even though after cleaning. But just going to go through and inspect them all now, a little bit more so than I did before. This one's in a bit of a sorry state. You'd be surprised how much money all this tinware adds up to if you're thinking about replacing it. That pulley tin's pretty much brand new. But I'm going to visit all with the old rust converter, wire wheel, etc. And then a coat of satin black once I've made the repairs. Just going to try a little experiment on some parts of the tinware where it's way too thin. I'm just going to keep blowing holes in it. Just going to use a little bit of JB Weld and then form the shapes of the tinware after. While I'm here, I ain't got much hope of it working, but I'm going to try and JB Weld that. So on some of the tinware items I was actually unable to extract the sheared off bolts within their captive nuts, so I've had to grind down the old ones and just cold weld in some new captive nuts on the reverse side. I've also got one on this piece. Now that will be welded in properly into the engine tin that is nearest the rear valance. So I feel a little bit of a fraud by using this cold weld stuff, but the whole idea is to get a little bit more life out of the tinware, and further down the line it's something I can pick up at a swap meet just to make it look a bit more tidier. That's the bit of tinware that I've made, so hopefully it'll fit. And that's where it will sit. I'm actually going to put one more screw hole in there just to secure it to that rear tinware piece. So that's them tabs repositioned and welded in, and I also welded in the corner of that rear engine tray. Got that little bit of filler sanded down now and another coat of primer. I think that's looking a lot better. So there's not much more that I can do today, to be honest. I'm just waiting for things to dry. I've got small bits of JB Weld on the thin pieces of tinware. This piece I've just covered with the rust converter. I decided to go out and buy a litre bottle of this aqua steel, and it seems to be doing the job. It's touch dry already. I think that's ready for the old primer, but like I said, just got to wait for things to dry now. I've just cleaned some more of the tinware down, and that's pretty much it. So I'll see you on the next one.